I wasn't sure whether or not I should do this piece, but a lot of you requested for it. And what you want is just a straight up news, objective information about the case. And that is what I will try to provide. Now, there were a lot of things that were said about Kim So-ryeon, the late Kim So-ryeon, and other people involved in this case. And she passed. And I want to, as much as possible, in the best way that I can, respect her. And so if I think that something was said about her or about her personal life that I don't think will contribute to this the point of this entire story, then I won't say it. And the point of this entire story is, aside from informing you just in the most objective way, I also want to sort of encourage everybody to be careful on who to believe, and in reserving our judgment until we actually get, or conclusions, not judgment, but conclusions, until we get the complete information. And in reference to this case, we still don't know the truth. Things are still getting investigated. And until the court makes a decision, then we won't know. Next is that, do remember she already passed. So when you are leaving your comments, please be as respectful as possible. And also, on my end, if you have comments, if you think that I did it the wrong way, I would welcome any kind of constructive criticism. It's also a learning process for me in dealing with something like this. And I'm doing my best to be as respectful as possible, also report objectively. And but if I do something wrong, then maybe in the next time I'll know better what to do. It's just, it's the best that I can do. And okay, you know my point. Let's get to it. February 16, news breaks that the actress Kim So-ryeon has passed away in Seoul. March 10, 2025, YouTube channel Garosero Research Institute, also known as Hover Lab, claimed that they have text messages, audio messages, and photos provided by a woman identified as the aunt of the late actress. The following are what the channel claimed to have been provided. Kim So-ryeon, one of the biggest actors in South Korea at that time, and the actress began dating in 2015 when she was 15 and he was 27. In 2019, the actor established his management company Gold Medalist. The actress joined the agency after leaving YG Entertainment. She helped build the company by training new actors and offering acting lessons for free. In 2022, after the drunk driving incident of the actress became public, Gold Medalist, the agency established by the actor Kim So-ryeon, covered approximately 700 million Korean won, or 483 US dollars, in damages on her behalf. The company did not request repayment at that time. In 2024, her contract with the agency expired, and the actress allegedly received a formal notice requesting reimbursement of the damages. The aunt attempted to contact Kim So-ryeon, but he didn't respond. During the airing of Queen of Tears, the actress posted a photo of herself with Kim So-ryeon on Instagram in an effort to reach him, but the company instead released an official statement denying any personal connection. Following the broadcast of these claims by Garosero Research Institute, Gold Medalist issued an official statement categorically denying all allegations. Now, here's a brief background of this YouTube channel, Garosero Research Institute. It's a South Korean YouTube based commentary and investigative channel founded by Kim Se-yi, a former MBC journalist. It became widely known for airing politically charged exposés and celebrity scandals that frequently blur the lines between journalism and gossip. It has a large subscriber base, but it also faced multiple lawsuits for defamation, invasion of privacy, and distribution of false information, one of which is the case of Han Ye-sul, an actress. In 2021, Garocero claimed that actress Han Ye-sul's boyfriend was formerly a male escort and that the actress herself was involved in entertainment industry sponsorship culture. Han Ye-sul denied the claims and announced plans to sue Garocero for spreading false information and for damaging her reputation. Another case involves Chu Yang, a defamation case. Chu Yang is a mukbang YouTuber, and Garocero claimed that she lied about her background and used her sponsorship money improperly. Chu Yang filed a lawsuit for defamation and emotional distress. In 2023, Garocero was reportedly ordered to issue a correction and compensation for damages. March 11, 2025. Yi Jin-ho, former reporter turned YouTuber, uploaded a video discussing rumors about Kim So-ryeon and Kim Se-ron, alleging that his industry sources said that the relationship happened when Kim Se-ron was already an adult. March 12, 2025. Kim So-ryeon, the actor, denied dating allegations involving the late actress, and media frenzy started. Brand fallout began, and several advertisers paused or pulled their campaigns. Korean netizens also started boycott trends. The skincare company Classes would eventually seize Kim So-yoon's apartment as compensation for damages brought by the scandal. Korean home appliance Kuku eventually followed, requesting for provisional seizures totaling nearly 2.8 Korean won or 2.02 million USD. The Seoul Eastern District Court reportedly approved this seizure on May 20, 2025. March 14, 2025, gold medalist issued a statement. It contains the following. Kim So-ryeon did date the late actress but denied they dated when she was a minor. They said that all photos used to claim an underage relationship were taken when she was legally an adult, adding that the t-shirt worn by the late actor, for example, was released by the specific brand in 2019. The agency also stated that it has metadata of the photographs confirming when the photographs were taken. It also rejected claims that Kim So-ryeon was responsible for Kim Se-ron's financial struggles before her death. They said that the agency covered her outstanding debts related to the DUI, amounting to about 860,000 US dollars. Gold medalist worked to reduce her financial burden, which came down to about 700 million won, approximately 500,000 US dollars, and ultimately wrote off her remaining debt in December 2023. The agency stated that the financial issue was between Kim Se-ron and gold medalist, and that Kim So-ryeon had no personal financial ties with the late actress and never pressured her to repay the money. March 17, 2025, the actress's family filed a defamation complaint against Yi Jin-ho, accusing him of mocking and belittling the late actress. And they argued that his videos about her, even when she was still alive, worsened her mental distress before she passed away. March 20th, Yi Jin-ho claimed that Kim Se-ron married someone else after breaking up with Kim So-ryeon and that her family was concealing that information. March 21st, a Seoul court issues a provisional injunction restricting Yi Jin-ho from publishing additional videos or content related to Kim Se-ron and her family. March 25, 2025. Kim Se-ron's ex-husband released a statement through Garocero Research Institute confirming they were indeed married but got divorced, stating that it was a whirlwind romance, and he also insisted that they were never pregnant and affirmed that the relationship was never abusive. March 27, 2025. The family of the late actress held a press conference in Seoul, presenting what they claimed were Kakao Talk messages from 2016 between Kim So-ryeon and the actress, implying that the two were romantically involved while she was underage. The event was led by attorney Boo Ji-sok of law firm Buyu, and the message appeared to include expressions of longing and physical intimacy. Additional materials were also presented, including alleged handwritten letters by Kim Se-ron, in which she reportedly described Kim So-ryeon as her first and last love, and that they have known each other for 6 years. And almost immediately, Kim So-yoon's representatives have rejected the authenticity of the released materials, asserting that the messages were manipulated and requesting a forensic review to determine their origin. 31st of March, at a Seoul press conference, Kim denies underage dating and apologized for distress caused and urges legal verification of all evidence. Immediately after that, April 1, the agency of Kim So-ryeon formally sues GRI or Garocero Research Institute for defamation and coercion. Reciprocal filings appear from opposing parties, and they filed a complaint against the late family's actress and the person who claims to be the aunt on charges of violating the Act on Special Cases concerning sexual crimes, like distribution of materials filmed using a camera. Public petitions call for media accountability in handling unverified allegations. Disney Plus announced that their series Knockoff is indefinitely delayed, citing external controversy. YTN Star also reported that several brands continued to sue Kim So-yeon for violating morality clauses. April 23, 2025, the Seoul Central District Court issued a temporary restraining order against Kim Se-yi, the man behind the Garocero Research Institute, ordering him to cease producing content related to Kim So-yeon under the anti-stalking law. May 7, 2025, Boo Ji-sok, the legal representative of the family of the late actress Kim So-ryeon, and Kim Se-woo of GRI, held a press conference in Gangnam, Seoul. There, they shared an audio recording of Kim Se-ryeon speaking to an acquaintance about her intimate relationship with Kim So-yeon. And they claimed that it started when she was in middle school or 8th grade and he was 27. In that press conference, Kang Kyun-yoon, a senior SBS investigative reporter, was present. She is an important figure in this story, so here is a little background on her. Kang Kyun-yoon is an award-winning investigative journalist with SBS. Kang was the first reporter to uncover the Burning Sun nightclub scandal, which exposed sexual assault, drugs, and police collusion involving Seungri of Big Bang and other high-profile figures. She also broke the story of the hidden camera scandal headed by Jung Jun-yong, revealing group chat logs involving sexual crimes, non-consensual footage, and collusion among celebrities, and also the drug scandal of Yoo Ah-in, a popular actor. Kang immediately questioned the authenticity and ethics of publicly releasing what appeared to be AI manipulated or illegally obtained audio. 2 days later, May 9, Kang filed a criminal complaint against Kim Se-yi with the Seoul police, accusing him of defamation, digital evidence fabrication, violation of the Stalking Punishment Act, and distribution of manipulated media. Her lawsuit shifted the news from a mere entertainment news to an investigative and legal issue. Right around the same time, Yi Jin-ho releases footage allegedly showing attorney Boo Ji-sok, the representative of the family of the late actress, at a nightclub, claiming it casts doubt on the lawyer's moral credibility. The video, however, sparked public outrage and further criticism towards Yi Jin-ho, claiming he was engaging in character attacks unrelated to the case. 27th of May, Yi Jin-ho released a video in which he argued that a widely circulated photo that supposedly showed the pair together in 2016 could not have been taken then, because the phone being held by Kim Se-ryeon in the photo was identified as an Apple iPhone 11, a model which was released September 2019. June 6, Kim So-ryeon filed escalated civil claims following new postings and alleged suppression offer disputes. and the court began reviewing whether audio assets were deepfakes. June 9, 2025, an article by the Korea Times stated Kim Se-ron was listed as a creditor in her father's bankruptcy case and that her legal team stated during her 2023 DUI court trial that she is the head of her household, supporting her family members who are also struggling with severe financial hardship. This was eventually denied by the family. June 11th, Money Today and Gulf News reported that the Seoul Central District Court approved a provisional seizure for two apartments under Kim Se-yi. Gold medalists filed both a criminal complaint and a civil suit seeking 12 billion won, or approximately 8.6 million US dollars in damages over alleged defamation and violations of the Act on Special Cases concerning the Punishment for Sexual Crimes and the Information and Communications Network Act. The complaint targets both Kim Se-yi and the family of the late actress. June 13, 2025, SBS reported that the police officers were dispatched to the studio of Garocero due to a live broadcast where the YouTuber was talking about Kim So-ryeon, and that violates the injunction or gag order against him. June 23, 2025, Kim So-ryeon and his agency submitted an additional criminal complaint against Kim Se-yi and members of the late Kim Se-ron's family for false accusations and alleged use of AI-generated audio recordings. 27th of October, Kim So-ryeon's attorney, Ko Sang-rok, publicly debunked a key 2016 message timeline using verified filming schedules and device forensics. Here are the content of the video that he published. Photo manipulation. He claimed that Garocero used photos taken when both were adults and falsely presented them as proof of a teenage relationship. He also noted that Kim Se-yi claimed to have thousands of photos but never released a single verifiable one. Message fabrication. He questioned the authenticity of KakaoTalk messages allegedly from June 2016 and April 13, 2018, and he asserted that the sender information and profile photos were replaced with Kim So-ryeon's name and face to make them look authentic. Forged artifacts. He said that Garocero placed a letter Kim wrote during military service beside a postcard from his adult relationship, editing them to appear from the same period. And he claimed that the group forged and edited metadata to fit the narrative of an underage relationship. Forensic evidence. He stated that during the alleged 2016 messaging period, Kim So-ryeon was filming the movie Real and could not have exchanged those messages. No verification process was conducted before publicly naming him as the sender. He described Garocero's acts as not just defamation, but an actual, organized, nationwide fraud crime designed for profit. October 30, 2025, YouTuber and entrepreneur Un Yoon-jang, or the God of Business, testified before Korea's National Assembly hearing of the following: that Garocero's materials were fabricated. They were AI-generated voices, edited photos, forged KakaoTalk logs. And he also stated that the fabrications directly triggered Kim's advertising disputes and professional damages. He also revealed that he had acquired 50% of one of Kim Se-yi's companies and found that Garocero was earning billions of won from YouTube ads and sponsorships. And the lawmakers promised to take action. We are here now. November 2025. Police and legal investigations remain underway. Advertiser lawsuits are unresolved, and the suspended drama continues to sit in limbo. The public conversation has largely shifted toward AI forensics, platform liability, and digital defamation standards. But perhaps that misses the point. AI isn't new, and the real issue isn't the technology itself, but the absence of regulations, accountability, and restraint among those who exploit it. So far, the courts appear to be leaning in Kim So-yoon's favor. The asset freezes, evidence of AI fabrication, and lack of credible rebuttals point to a man wronged more than a man exposed. Yet the deeper lesson here isn't about one actor, it's about the industry, about the law. This scandal once again exposes the structural fault lines of Korean entertainment. Anybody accused of any kind of crime is instantly guilty even before the investigation begins. Emotions outweigh evidence. For as long as a rumor is salacious, it can spread faster than any kind of court process. Freedom of expression has turned defamation into a business model, monetizing outrage at the expense of truth. And we all know that winning legally doesn't guarantee survival professionally. I encourage discussion. I think it's just natural for people to have different opinions, to have disagreements, but let's just try to be as respectful as possible. I just want to remind everybody that we don't know the truth yet. We're still waiting for the investigation to start, and it's going to take some time before we actually learn what happens. So, when you guys discuss in the comment section, please be as respectful as possible. And again, if you think I did something wrong, if you have suggestions on how I could deal with things like this in the future, I would appreciate it. It's really a learning process for me as well. Okay, do know that I did my best to be as objective as I could. Okay, that's it. Please consider donating to the channel. The QR code is on your screen right now. We actually launched the online magazine already, and this piece was actually published there even before we did a video on this. It's on a soft launch, but we are hoping to do a formal launch by next month. But also consider following me on X, on Instagram, but also on Patreon, where the discussions actually are. That's if you're looking for people that are interested in movies and TV shows and songs and other artists, that's the place for you to go. We also have a free tier just in case you're wondering. And if you are a member of Patreon or YouTube member, you I do a once a week live stream, and that doesn't go public, and also some exclusive videos. So please consider that as well. That is it. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And if you can, please share the video because that's really going to help our channel. It's going to push the algorithm to recommend this more. Thank you so much.